everyone. So for our new lesson for this week, so it is a continuation of the accounting cycle, the steps of the accounting cycle. But before we proceed, so let's have a review about the previous steps that we already discussed. So on your screen, you will see the steps of the accounting cycle. So first is the journalization. So it is the process of recording the business transaction in the journal. So this is where we journalize or prepare the journal entry for the business transaction in a given period, which is usually per month. So this is where we prepare the journal. So we write the date, the account titles and explanation, the post reference, and then the debit and credit amount. And then next is posting to the ledger. So it is the process of transferring the information from the journal to the ledger. This is when we already done preparing the journal entry. So next is the transferring of the account titles from the journal to the ledger. So this is the posting to the ledger process. Next is preparing a trial balance. So it is the process of taking the balances of open accounts from the ledger. So this is the summarization of all the open accounts from the ledger. So in the ledger, so we use the normal balance of each account for us to know whether the account is to be increased or decreased. And then at the end of the posting to the ledger process, so nagkakaroon tayo ng mga open account and closed account. So those open accounts, ito yung mga at the end of the posting process, so sila yung may naiiwang balance. So they are the open accounts. So dun sa mga closed accounts, so hindi na natin siya ini-include sa preparation ng trial balance. And in preparing the trial balance, so yung iba nakakalimot, so meron siyang heading. So ang heading po is the name of the business, and then the preparation, which is the trial balance, and then the given date. So ang date is always at the end of the month. And then when you're placing the amount of the open accounts in the debit and credit column in the trial balance, so ginagamit pa rin natin ang normal balance. Kung saan ang normal balance ng account, so dun nyo ilalagay yung amount for you to generate a balance na debit and credit. So next is adjusting the books. So I'll skip this because adjusting the book is magagamit natin siya if we are using a worksheet. So since today's discussion is a preparing of the financial statement using the accounting format, so the accounting reports, so hindi muna sa worksheet. Because financial statement can be expressed or prepared in two ways. So it can be in the worksheet. Sa worksheet, sama-sama na siya. Kapag sa accounting reports naman siya, sa accounting form, so magkakahiwalay yung bawat financial statements. So preparing the financial statement refers to the preparation of accounting reports. So these are the income statement and the balance financial statements to be prepared in the accounting cycle. So we have balance sheet, income statement, statement of changes in owner's equity, and the cash flow statement. So the first three financial statements, so yun lang yung discussion natin for today. In an accounting form. So hindi pa tayo magdadirect ng worksheet, but in your module, it is already included because worksheet is also part of preparing the financial statement. Sa balance sheet, so it is also known as the statement of financial position or the SFP. So this statement includes the amounts of the company's total assets, liabilities, and owner's equity, which in totality provides the financial position of the company on a specific date. So remember, in the trial balance, all of the accounts are included there. So arrangement of starting from asset, liabilities, owner's equity. So in owner's equity, nauuna yung capital bago yung drawings. And then the income account, and last is the expenses account. So for you to prepare this financial statement, so magbe-base kayo sa trial balance because dun yung kukunin yung mga amounts and accounts na ilalagay nyo under this following financial statement. So according here, balance sheet, ang laman po niya ay asset, liabilities, and owner's equity. So from the trial balance, so later on, hahati-hatiin natin alin mga accounts ang under ng balance sheet, income statement, and statement of changes in owner's equity as your guide in preparing these financial statement. The income statement, so it is also known as the Statement of Comprehensive Income or the SCI. So this contains the result of the company's operation for a specific period. So this can be prepared on a monthly, quarterly, or yearly basis. So since in our practice in the accounting cycle, so tayo po ay by month. So monthly preparation natin. So in income statements, these results of the operation of the specific period. So meaning this includes the income and expenses account. Income and expenses account under ng income statement. Next is the statement of changes in owner's equity. So this statement is prepared prior to the preparation of statement of financial position. Meaning, mauunang may prepare statement of changes in owner's equity bago ang statement of financial position or the balance sheet. Why? Because in order to obtain the ending balance of the equity to be used in the SFP. So later on, mapakita ko sa inyo yung flow ng preparation ng financial statement. So bakit siya naging accounting cycle and bakit hindi siya pwedeng magkapalit-palit, and then why they follow a certain flow ng pagkakasunod-sunod ng preparation. So all changes, whether increases or decreases of the owner's interest on the company during the period, are reported here. So ang report po na ibinibigay ng statement of changes in owner's equity is the ending balance of the equity or the ending balance of the capital. Ang income statement naman ang binibigay niya is the company's operation, either it is a net income or net loss. So these first three financial statement, ito yung ating coverage for today's lesson. So the first financial statement to be prepared is the income statement, and that includes the following accounts: the income and expenses account. So let's highlight the accounts from the trial balance that should be included in our income statement. So in preparing the income statements, I have here a answer sheet. So this could be a 3-column sheet for the preparation of the income statement. So in preparing the income statement, so there must be a heading. So the heading starts with the name of the business. So let's copy Leonor Creation. And the preparation itself, which is the income statement. And for the date, so it is not as the date from the trial balance. In the preparation of the income statement, date should be started with for the month ended. So it can be for the quarter ended, for the year ended, depending on the accounting period that you are preparing. So since we prepared per month, so we use for the month ended, and then the date, June 30, 2015. So don't forget to prepare the heading because this is very much important. So next is, let's start with the service income. So the main result of the income statement is for you to be able to know if you gain an income or you incurred a loss. That's why the only accounts that includes here in the computation or in the preparation of the income statement is the income and the expenses account. First account to be written in the income statement is the income account. Service income. So kung ano yung kung ano yung income account natin from the trial balance. So I highlight the accounts that only included in the income statement. So always remember that only the income account and the expenses ang kasama lang sa income statement. So you can see here a two money column. So this is not for debit and credit. So the amount for the income account is from you will be write it in the last column. So don't forget to write the peso sign because this is the first figure or amount in your preparation of the income statement. So and that amount will be came from your trial balance. So in preparing the financial statement, your basis is the trial balance only. So tabi nyo na or keep nyo na yung inyong journal and then the ledger, even the chart of account. Dito na lang kayo mag-base sa trial balance. So after writing the income account, next is to less all the operating expenses. So you will write less operating expenses. And then saka nyo palang isulat sa ilalim ng operating expenses, lahat ng expenses na nandito sa inyong trial balance. So, let's start with the taxes and licenses. Kailangan po ba ay sunod-sunod? Yes po, because you are following the given account number. So, in writing the expenses account, this should be indented. So, para mas pantay-pantay yung indention nyo, tapat siya dun sa operating expenses. So, rent expense, and then salaries expense, repair, and utilities expense. So, add lang ako ng isa pang sheet kasi kulang. So, to write the amount for the expenses, so that is for the second column. So, dito natin siya ilalagay. Start tayo sa taxes and license again. So, first amount natin. Okay, salaries expense is 6,000 and then repair is 300 and utilities expense is 1,115. After you copy all the amount of the expenses, so you will need to get the sum or the total of the amount for the expenses to be deducted from or to be less in the amount of the income. So if the result is a positive amount, so that is an income. If that is a negative, so that is a net loss. So let's get the total of the expenses. So we have 1,500 plus 2,250 plus 6,000 and 300 and 1,115. So that is 11,165. So since that is for deduction from the or less from our income, you will include or write the open and close parentheses. So it doesn't mean that that amount is negative. So that means that amount is to be less from the income. So yung total ng expenses ay dito nyo siya isusulat sa tapat ng last expenses. Lalagyan natin siya ng open and close parentheses because this is to be less. So that open and close parentheses indicate that this amount is to be less from the 27,000 income. So if you're going to get the difference, 27,000 minus Natin yung 11,165. So this will give us 15,835. So that figure, that amount is positive. So meaning this is a net income. Meaning from the month of June, so you gain an income, you earn 15,835. So from the 27,000 less all expenses, so you have 15,835 income. So if this amount is negative, so you need to put up open and close parentheses, not a negative sign. And then that amount is net loss. So the only result income statement is either net income or net loss. So since it's a positive amount, so that is net income. And don't forget to write peso sign for the amount and then double rule. So when we say double rule, so dapat may dalawang linya kayo as your last figure and the final answer. The second financial statement to be prepared after the income statement is a statement of changes in owner's equity. So from your trial balance, so the account included in the income in the statement of changes in owner's equity are the owner's equity account. So the owner's equity accounts are the following: the capital and drawings account, and then we also need to use the result given by the income statement. So, itong mga to yun. So, our result is net income. So, in preparing the statement of changes in owner's equity, again, you need to prepare a heading. So, the heading is the name of the business, Leonor Creation. So, it is to be written at the center above your answer sheet or given sheet. And then the preparation is statement. Of changes in owner's equity or in equity. And then the date. So in the date, still the same from the date that we use in the income statement. So for the month ended June 30, 2015. The result that will give us by the statement of changes in owner's equity is the ending balance of the capital that will be going to use in the preparation of the next financial statement, which is the balance sheet. So in preparing the statement of changes in owner's equity, first to write is the beginning capital. So our capital account is El Modista capital, and to determine that this is a beginning capital, so we will write the date or the first day of the day, so the beginning, which is June 1. So, lalayan natin siya ng June 1 date. For you to determine if there is a beginning capital, since here in your trial balance, it only gives you one figure, which is the one that we get from the ledger. So you also need to check the ledger. So here is our ledger in El Modista Capital. So you will see here that, so para makita nyo lang yung kung may beginning tayo. Kung may beginning tayo, dapat ang nakalagay sa reverse niya is BEGBAL. O yung beginning balance. So, wala naman kayong nakikitang beginning balance, but you have here an investment. So, meaning that 61,500 came from investment, not a beginning balance. So, as you can see here, we have two column again, but dito, ang gagamitin nyo lang ay yung last column. So, leave blank nyo lang tong isang to, yung second column. So, from the beginning capital, so if you don't have a beginning capital, so this is 0. And then, add the investment. In your trial balance, you cannot see if there is an investment. So, for you to check an investment, so you check the ledger account of your capital, and that is ended, and it is here. So meaning that 61,500 is an investment. So that amount should be written under the investment. So let's add investment 61,500. Ganito yung mismong format niya, so hindi na siya dapat magkakabali-baliktad. All you need to do is to memorize the arrangement of the format and prepare. Okay, still under the addition section of the statement of changes in owner's equity. So if the result from the income statement is net income, so you include it in the addition section. But if it's a net loss, so in the less section. So net income, so under pa rin siya ng add. So amount is 15,835. That's why it is prepared in a cycle. So you cannot prepare statement of changes in owner's equity right after the trial balance because you need to get first the income statement for the net income or net loss result. So after adding it, so you get the total. So yun lang yung mga under ng addition section from the statement of changes in owner's equity. The investment and the net income. So naka-indent din yung net income because under din siya nung addition. So let's from 61,500 plus 15,000, so that is, so lagyan nyo ng guhit dito na makapal kasi meaning na nag-add kayo, nag-total kayo. 77,335. And then you will need to write peso sign. Dun sa first amount, so hindi ako naglagay ng peso sign because there is no value. Kasi 0 yung value ng ating beginning capital. That 61,000 came from investment. So that amount is in the investment, not in the beginning capital. And then the net income, so dito natin siya kinuha result ng income statement. And then we get the total. Guhit siya. Nawa ng yan, okay. After getting the total, next is the deduction section or the item that we're going to less. So the only item to be less in the statement of changes in owner's equity is the drawings and net loss. So since tayo ay net income, so net income is under the addition section. So the only less natin dito is the El Modista. Drawings is, so since this is a reduction, so don't forget to write the open and close parenthesis. The amount is 2,000. Basta pag ile-lesson yung kalilimutan maglagay ng open and close parenthesis. So again, so magkukuha na tayo ng mag-total ulit tayo. So, kailangan lagyan nyo rin siya ng guhit. So, this will give us now the El Modista Capital ending. So, ito na yung ending balance. Dito na ilalagay yung ending date na June 30. So, from 77,335 less natin yung 2,000. So, this will give us an ending balance or ending capital amount na 75,335. So, again, don't forget to write the peso sign because this is your final balance of the capital. And then, don't forget to write the double rule. We're done with the preparation of the statement of changes in owner's equity. So again, this is the format. From the beginning, balance of the capital, add investment, and if the result from the income statement is net income, so don't forget to add the net income. And then get the total. So after getting the total, so now you next to write is the less or the deduction section, which is the drawings and the net loss. Since wala naman tayong net loss, okay, so since wala naman tayong deduction na net loss, so sa drawings lang nakalagay. And then don't forget to write open and close parentheses for those amount na ililess. And then this will give us an ending capital, so El Modista capital, and then so to determine that this is an ending capital, so don't forget to write date, which is the ending date natin. So, yung beginning natin is June 1, the ending is June 30. And then, don't forget to write peso sign for those amount na need ng peso sign. So, yung mga nilagyan ko, yun. And then, especially, do not forget to write double rule. So, yung dalawang guhit sa ibaba ng ating amount for the net income and the ending balance of the capital. So, the last financial statement to be prepared, actually not it last, pang third, is the balance sheet. So, now we already have the ending capital. So, ito naman ang gagamitin natin para makapag-prepare ng balance sheet. Okay. Okay, so in preparing the balance sheet, makikita nyo ito yung kanyang answer sheet or given sheet to answer. So again, in preparing the balance sheet, so you need to prepare a heading. So, napakalaga ng heading. Kasama rin siya sa binibigyan ng points. So in preparing the heading, again, name of the business, and then the preparation, which is the balance sheet. And then, in writing the date, so this is different from the income statement and statement of changes in owner's equity. So since this captured a specific point in time, not a period in time, so as of, start yung date ng balance sheet. So as of June 30, 2015. Column lang siya for the amount. So, if ang given is kagaya nito, so dalawa din, so huwag kayo malilito, one straight line lang yung gagamitin natin. So, hindi nyo gagamitin tong isa. Kung ang bigay sa inyo na sheet ay dalawa ang column or dalawa ang column for the amount. So, let's go back from the trial balance. So, in the trial balance, ang mga titira na lang na account is the assets, and then the liabilities. So, sabi dun sa meaning kanina, so in preparing the balance sheet, so you need the accounts to be included are the following: assets, liabilities, and owner's equity. Since nakikita nyo naka-highlight na yung owner's equity, so ano yung owner's equity na gagamitin natin? That owner's equity na tinutukoy is the ending balance of your capital that you will get in the statement of changes in owner's equity. So the rest of the accounts from the trial balance is to be prepared under the balance sheet. So dapat lahat ng yan nasa trial balance nyo, magagamit nyo sa preparation nyo ng financial statement. Walang matitira. So let's prepare the balance sheet. So since in the balance sheet, so dito lalabas yung inyong accounting equation na asset is equals to liability. Accounting equation also known as the balance sheet equation. So we will going to balance the asset and the liabilities plus the owner's equity. First to write in the balance sheet is the asset sections. In the assets, so we have two categories of asset, the current and the non-current. So let's determine first what are the current assets from your trial balance. So unang may sulat is the current assets. So your current assets are the cash, accounts receivable, prepaid rent, and supplies. And then the non-current assets are the equipment and furnitures and fixtures. So let's write the current assets. So we have cash, accounts receivable, the prepaid rent, and supplies. Okay. As you can see in writing the account titles, these should be indented from your categories. And this will give us a total amount for the current assets. Okay. So let's write the amount for the each of the accounts. So don't forget to write the peso sign from the first in your first amount, which is the cash. So 53,085, and then accounts receivable 6,000, prepaid rent 2,250, supplies is 1,500. Since you're getting the total, so don't forget to write this line, so indicating that you are getting a total. So let's compute. So 53,085 plus 6,000 plus 2,250 and 1,500. So this will be 62,835 for the total current assets. I-rate ko lang. So don't forget to write the peso sign because this is a total. So after getting the total current asset, next is the non-current. So non-current assets. So we have the equipment and furnitures and fixtures. So again, it should be written indented. Equipment and then furnitures and fixtures. The amount is 14,000. So you don't need to write peso sign because still we are under the asset section. And then 1,500. So since you have here two non-current assets, so you'll need to get the total current asset. But if equipment lang yung nakalagay, yung isang non-current, so direct na agad kayo sa total asset. So since ito naman ay meron kayong i-add talaga because meron kayong dalawang non-current, so you will need to write total non-current asset. So again, don't forget that the line and then let's add. So 14,000 total current and total non-current. Next is to get the total assets. So, wag malilito, ang i-add nyo lang dito is yung total ng non-current and then total ng current. So, that is 62,835 plus the 15,500. So, yun yung pinag-add natin, itong dalawa. So, 78,335. So, that is your total assets. So, maglagay ko kayo ng line kasi nagkuha kayo ng total amount. So, total asset amount should have a double rule. Do not forget. Yung mga figure or mga amount na kailangan may double rule. So, now you have the amount for the asset. So, dapat yung amount yun ng liabilities and owner's equity. So, we already have the amount of the asset. So, dapat yung computation nyo ng liabilities and owner's equity, when you add it, same dapat na sa amount ng asset natin na 78,335. So, next in the preparation of the balance sheet is the liabilities and owner's equity section. Lagyan din natin siya ng table for that section. So, that is liabilities and owner's equity. So, pwedeng equity na lang para short. Pero kung marami pa kayong space, so write it owner's equity. So, first tayo sa liabilities. So, again, in the liabilities, we have two categories. The current and non-current, or what we call the short-term and long-term. So, dun muna tayo sa current liabilities, or yung short-term liabilities. Both current liabilities. So, accounts payable and notes payable. The amount is 500 and 2,500. So, since wala na tayong iba na liabilities, so hindi na kayo maglalagay ng total current liabilities. Direct na agad kayo sa total liabilities. Line again and then get the amount. So, this will give you 3,000. 500 plus 2,550 at 2,500. Total liabilities is 3,000. Next is the owner's equity. Bilang kayo ng space na isa kasi owner's equity na tayo. Sa owner's equity, so the only account that you will write in the owner's equity is the capital. So since gamit nyo na lahat ng sa trial balance, so kaninong saang capital kayo titingin? So dito po yun. Dito na kayo titingin galing sa result nyo ng ending balance from the statement of changes in owner's equity. So L modista, capital, amounting, so yung amount dun din manggagaling, so 75,335. So ito yung gagamitin nyo, hindi itong nasa trial balance. To be right is the total liabilities and equity. So, yung 3,000, add lang natin sa 75,335. 75,335 plus 3,000. Total asset, meaning you prepared the financial statement correctly. Makakahinga na kayo, meaning balance. Meaning tama Ito ay hindi nag-balance, meaning meron kayong mali dito sa nauna nyo preparation of the financial statement. See, total asset is equals to liabilities and equity. So that is the accounting equation. So again, in summarizing the preparation of the financial statement, first is the income statement. Na ang inclusion po dito or ang kasamang account is the income and expenses account from your trial balance. And the only result is either net income or net loss. Kapag net loss, negative ang amount nyo sa figure dito, so dapat may open and close parentheses. So after that is the preparation of the statement of changes in owner's equity. So you need to write the beginning capital. So if wala, 0. And then add the investment. And if your income statement is a net income, then less natin yung drawing. So kasama pang iniless ay si net loss. If ever na net loss ang result nyo from the income statement. And then this will give you a ending capital of the ending balance of the capital. And that ending balance of the capital is to be included in the preparation of the balance sheet. So, balance sheet, asset, liabilities, and equity ang accounts na included. So, that how will you prepare the financial statement?